All right, guys, Matt back here with my post 3 quarterback power rankings. Quite a bit of movement from week 2 to week 3, but let's get straight into it. We're gonna start with our my top 5 that just missed the top 10. Sam Darnold. He's gotten that Panthers team to a 3-0 record. He's not really turned the ball over that much. He's had a pretty good year. Probably he's got actual coaching this year. So I'm really looking forward to what Donald can do for the rest of the year. For the rest of the year. Next we have Jameis Winston. He struggled hell of a lot week 2, but did very well week 3. What the hell are the stats? 2 touchdowns, no picks, 110 pass rating against the Patriots. He's not really throwing for that many yards, which I don't think they need him to do that. I mean, with Kamara in the backfield, I think they can limit Jameis Winston's attempts. But Jameis Winston's at number 14, I guess you can call it. Number 13, Joe Burrow. He's had a pretty solid season so far. Had a great game last night against Jacksonville, coming out on top. But last week, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Didn't throw for very many yards, under 200. 67.6 QBR, 122.9 pass rating, and they beat the Steelers. You know, Steelers thought we're gonna be a decent team this year. You know, every year with Big Ben, I think they're gonna be a decent team, but they end up beating them by 2 touchdowns, and Joe Burrow's the reason for that. I don't think Andy Dalton is winning against Pittsburgh. You know. Next, Aaron Rodgers. After Aaron Rodgers, you're thinking to yourself, Aaron Rodgers should be top 5. And I agree, but after the first week where he got absolutely shellacked by New Orleans, I couldn't put him that high after week 1. I mean, I think I put him at like 32 after week 1, but at last 2 weeks, he's been really killing it. Great comeback last week against the 49ers. 2 touchdowns, no picks, 78 QBR, 113 pass rating, 69 completion percentage. He's having a great last couple weeks, and Packers now 2-1 as they look to face Pittsburgh at home for week 4. And coming at number 11, Justin Herbert. Big gains for him. Last week I had him at number 22, and this week at number 11. He played probably the best out of any quarterback besides probably Matthew Stafford. 281 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, 125 pass rating, 68 completion percentage, 75.9 QBR. Herbert's one of these guys like Burrow, these young guys who I think are going to be really, really well for the next decade plus. You know, I'm really excited for these young quarterbacks over the past 5 to 6 years. Now let's go into our top 10. And number 10, dropping 3 spots, Jimmy G. Don't think he turned the ball over. Oh, he did. He got an interception. Tough loss, but he played pretty decent. 2 touchdowns, 62 completion percentage, which is a little low for today's NFL. 87% or 87 passer rating, under 50 QBR. Not a great game. Got the loss, and so I have these categories on how I base my rankings off of: yards, touchdowns, QBR, pass rating, and completion percentage. And I do like a top 5 of each week. Jimmy G has been in the top 5 for 0 this entire season. He has not been in the top 5 in any of these categories all year. But if he can't get in these categories, I mean, he can win totally against Seattle this week. But he's got to do more to get up in those rankings, because he's not really blown the doors, blown any minds, or just he's not really that you know, he's gonna win you games, but he's just not gonna, you know, blow you away with his talent. He's, you know, solid guy. He's like a step above like a game manager type guy, like an Alex Smith. He's a step above that. But yeah, Jimmy G is at number 10 this week. Number 9, Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is actually tied for first in terms of these top 5 in these categories, with another quarterback, which I'll talk about later. He only gains at 1 spot. I feel like I've been doing him wrong, doing him dirty. And he should be a lot higher than 9, because he's been absolutely killing it this year. Another win for the Vikings. This might be the first win for the Vikings, actually. Now that I think of it, I don't know. 3 touchdowns this past week, over 300 yards, 93.3 QBR, 128 pass rating, 78% completion percentage, and he is my number 9th quarterback ranked. Number 8, Dak Prescott. Absolutely put in work against the Eagles. 3 touchdowns, 143.3 pass rating, which I believe led the league in week 3 in terms of pass rating. 143.3, 80% completion percentage. He's led 6 categories, has been in top 5 in 6 categories, or has been in the top 5 of one of these categories at least 6 times. But he moved up 7 spots from 15 to number 8. And number 7, Derek Carr. Derek Carr has got the Raiders to a 3-0 record so far. He's gained up 2 spots. 2 touchdowns, a pick, 95.7, close to 400 yards. He's been leading the yards, or he's been in the top 5 for yards every single week this season. He's leading the league in yards by at least 150. He moves up a couple spots, and most importantly, the Raiders got the win on this past Sunday. Yeah, he's having a solid good year. I don't know if it's John Gruden getting his fucking getting his shit straight or whatever, but it looks like a pretty good year for Derek Carr. Number 6, Pat Mahomes. Chiefs have been not doing great this year. They're 1-2. Mahomes threw 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, 64.6 QBR, 81.6 pass rating, 61% completion percentage. Those are not Mahomes numbers. He's been in the top 5 for 7 categories. Yeah, he's just been struggling. I don't know. Maybe he's just being too fancy with the ball, or trying to get the ball in. Or doing too much. I'm not sure. Maybe the Super Bowl loss last year maybe messed up with his mentality or confidence. But he moves down 4 spots from number 2. Number 5, the GOAT, Tom Brady. Same spot he was last week. Pretty rough loss against the Rams. He had a solid day. 432 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks, 64 QBR, 103 pass rating, 74% completion percentage. Typical Brady, add a couple touchdowns, and that's basically what he does every freaking week. But he stays there at number 5. Number 4, Teddy Bridgewater moves up 2 spots from number 6 to number 4. Another great game for Teddy. No touchdowns this week, but didn't matter because Denver's defense is very good this year. 104 pass rating, 230 yards, 76 completion percentage. He's the most accurate quarterback in the league right now. He's been in the top 5, I think, 3 times. I think mostly for completion percentage. If he doesn't turn the ball over at all, and Denver's defense is good, they're going to be a solid team this year. Now they have a real test coming up against Baltimore, but it's so far so good for Teddy. I mean, he may have fumbled the ball away first couple weeks, but he's having a good year. Can't say he's not having a good year. Now we're going to our top 3. Number 3, coming down from number 1, losing 2 spots, Russell Wilson. Disappointing kind of for Russell Wilson. He had a good game, but they should have beaten the Vikings. The Vikings aren't that good. 1 touchdown, 48.9 QBR, 117 passer rating, and 71% completion percentage. If they would have won that game, he probably would have been still at probably number 2, or maybe number 1. I mean, probably not number 1, because my number 1 is having probably the best quarterback year out of anyone besides Cousins. Or Herbert, Herbert doing well. But number 2, Kyler Murray. Again, Cardinals are undefeated. 3-0. They just came off a win against Jacksonville. Little tricky in the first half, but it came away with a 31-19 win. He moves up 1 spot. I think he threw a couple picks as well. Where is he? Where the heck is he? Next page, maybe? How is Kyler Murray's stats? Oh, here we go. He threw a pick, but he got the victory. 316 yards, no touchdowns on a pick. QBR 67.4, 93.1 passer rating, but the completion percentage 82%. Completion percentage, which is I think led the league for this week. Kirk Cousins at 78. But yeah, another win for Kyler. And number one, to no one's surprise, moves up 3 spots to number one. Tied for the league lead in top 5 categories, and that's Matthew Stafford. He's having a great year, as I hoped he would, because I'm a big fan of Matt Stafford. You know, he needed to get out of Detroit. But, what the hell are his stats? 4 touchdowns, no picks, 89.6 QBR, 134 pass rating, 71% completion percentage. Hey, he's been killing it this year, and I'm really happy for the guy. He needed a new fucking change of scenery and a better coach. I mean, he's had plenty of head coaches in Detroit. He's probably had more head coaches in Detroit than his playoff appearances. You know, which aren't his fault. You know, I can't even speak. But most of those losses probably weren't his fault. I mean, he's a better quarterback than an 0-3 record in the postseason. But I'm really looking forward to what he's going to do the rest of the way. I'm just hoping he doesn't get hurt and he plays well, because I think the Rams are going to win. Not only the division, but possibly the conference. I mean, I think there's only 2 teams I can really see getting in their way, and that's Tampa Bay and Green Bay. I mean, I don't see Dallas doing that well. What's in the North? Vikings, no. Bears are trash. Lions are trash. But I'm really looking forward to see what the rest of the quarterbacks will do this year. I mean, we got 17 weeks of this crap, or 18 weeks, but 17 games for this crap. But I'm looking forward to keep doing this every week for you guys. And Stafford's number one. He's got a tough game against 49ers. No, Arizona. Sorry. Arizona at home. So it's going to be a good matchup. This probably should have been, in my opinion, the Monday Night Football game. I don't know why they have freaking Chargers and Raiders, which is another good game, don't get me wrong. But I'll be getting this up, and after that I'll be getting my week 4 picks probably recorded on Friday night and put up midday Saturday. But that's it. Those are my post week 3 quarterback power rankings. See you guys in a little bit later.